pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Curry trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
Just a little bit
Follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series live on JTN from Lime Rock Park, our first road course event of the season. So glad you're joining us here tonight, live on JTN. Hello and welcome. As always, my name is Joe Twansky. Join me up here in the booth tonight, my fellow voice of the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series, the one and only Mr. Joseph Weaver. Weaver, welcome to Lime Rock.
Hello, Joe, and hello, everybody tuning in from home. Glad to be coming at you live here from Lime Rock Park with the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series. Should be a pretty fun race tonight.
A fun, short race tonight. Only 35 laps around this 1.5-mile road course here that, Weaver, it's got some technicalities to it that these stock cars might be a little, might have some adverse reactions to.
Yeah, definitely some good variation in corners here. You got a couple S's, some good little 90-degree left-handers, right-handers. Good bit of elevation change on the back half of the track as well that these drivers are going to have fun navigating. So it should be fun. It's, like you said, a little shorter race, but I think there's going to be plenty of time for action tonight.
It's going to be a good one. Saw a great one here last year from Lime Rock Park here in Connecticut. See the hills and the mountains in the background, Weaver. It's nice and picturesque, and soon we're going to be throwing a bunch of V8s out there, making a lot of unnatural noises around this 1.5-mile road course. Again, this is your AutoSim 2 race preview. Remember, you can head on over to Steam now and pick up a copy for yourself of AutoSim 2, the premier motorsports simulation game. Again, it's AutoSim 2. It's now available on Steam. Go check it out. You see those qualifying results start to go across the top of your screen at home as drivers set their time. Make sure if you're tuning in, you say hello. Always like to chat with folks throughout the race. Or even if you're watching the replay of this back, make sure you leave a comment underneath the video. Need more comments on the videos, Weaver.
Yeah, I mean, you leave a comment. We'll try and get back to you. You know, you got any questions, anything we could answer, just comments, criticisms, anything.
If you want to tell us we suck, go for it. If that's what your comment is, I don't care. I just need comments, Plus, it'll make me a little, I don't know, toughen me up, right, Weaver? Gotta toughen up.
Right, preferably if you don't like something we're doing, tell us what it is, and then maybe we could work on it.
Do it in a nice way, but,
Yeah,
If you hate it so much that you gotta do it in a rude way, go for it. Weaver, I want to turn folks' attentions to what we have going on in our shorts feed. We've been slacking a little bit the last couple weeks here on that, so hopefully going to try to get that picked back up here. It's the end of the semester, end of college for me, so things are a little tight here in JTN headquarters. But want to turn their attention to the short posted yesterday. A spectacular finish Tuesday night with Daytona, the Maverick Cup Series. Go check that race out, folks, after you're done watching here tonight. That was a great one. Or go check out that short because, we've had our fair share of moments here at Bomb Squad. I think back to Lowe's Motor Speedway a couple falls ago with Brandon Hawken and Ricky J. I think Brandon lost a tire going into turn 3 or vice versa. But crazy finishes aren't always the norm here on JTN, and we saw one Tuesday night.
Absolutely, Joe. Definitely go check that out on the shorts and give that short a like if you feel so inclined. But I think that's something we're going to expect to see a lot of out of the Maverick Cup Series now that their season's underway here. There'll be some interesting finishes throughout the season.
We're pretty much broadcasting every week, folks, Tuesdays and Thursdays, guaranteed, and then filling in the schedule with other dates throughout the rest of the calendar year. So make sure you're keeping an eye on what we got going on there right here on JTN. Again, qualifying underway. Drivers kind of getting those last couple of shots out there on the racetrack. It's a beautiful racetrack here. You see the front stretch. It's long front straightaway where these drivers will be muscling down into that sharp 90-degree turn number 1. How difficult, Weaver? I mean, obviously these drivers, they're all great. They all know what they're doing out here on the road course, but how difficult is it to kind of switch the mindset 1 week to get it back into the left and right mindset of a road course?
Well, you kind of just got to go out here, run some laps, and pick it up that way. Especially here at Lime Rock, not really. Might not be the traditional road course a lot of these guys are used to running in these stock cars. It's not your Sonoma or Watkins Glen like the Cup Series goes to. So it's something they have to come out here and kind of learn on the fly a little bit.
Not Coda like the Cup Series is at this weekend. A little unique part of the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series season that we get here a couple times a year. This being one of them early on in the season. So always like it because we follow along with the Cup Series schedule, but always these special dates where we're not necessarily following that schedule to a T are always very fun in our book. Weaver, it looks like qualifying's done. Why don't you take us through tonight's starting lineup?
With pleasure, Joe. Starting on pole position tonight, it's going to be the 08 of Jerry Cook. He set a time of 49.923. Outside row 1 is going to be a 193 of BSR Ricky J. Row 2 is the 86 of BSR Miller and the 028 of BSR Monty Keller. Row 3 is the 8 of Cody Luke and the 66 of BSR Terry Scott. Row 4 is the 925 of Wiley King and the 011 of Steve Grant. Row 5 is the 022 of Jason San Diego and the 199 of BSR M. Coulong. Row 6 is the 21 of Randy Waugh and the 144 of BSR Magoo. Row 7 is the 73 of Herman Reese and the 22 of Rick Craddock. Row 8 is the 029 of BSR Kilojoules and the 49 of BSR Brain Fade. Row 9, we have 13 of Harry Codian and the 088 of BSR Greg Lovell. Row 10 is the 19 of BSR Furco and the 27 of Bob Sire. Row 11 is the 41 of Denny Carroll and the 54 of Robbie Nices. And all alone on row 12 is the 18 of Tyler Mallon.
And it's our understanding, too, that I don't think the 18 is going to end up racing here tonight. Might have some other commitments, so just out kind of getting a free test session earlier, so that's probably why they're showing up on the qualifying sheet. So we'll keep an eye on that, but that was what we were told earlier on this evening. So, see Magoo in a chat, Assassin in chat. Welcome in, folks. Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday night. March Madness is back underway for weekend number 2 on the hardwood. Already saw one game go final. Won't give you spoilers there. I think the second game was already pretty much final at halftime, so getting ready for the final 2 games of the night while we're broadcasting here. So, get yourself a little dual monitor action. Maybe you got your phone out for March Madness. You got us on the big screen, right? That's how you would do it, right, Weaver?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd probably either TiVo the March Madness. We'd watch that later during the week, but...
Did you ever have a TiVo?
No.
Okay, all right.
We had a VHS that could record.
Yeah. Not TiVo.
No, that's too fancy.
Exactly. That was too rich for us growing up,
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Big Greg. Hope you're having a good Thursday night. Better to see people make their way in for our broadcast here this evening. Again, as always, appreciate it if you could be a friend, tell a friend about our streams here on JTN. Any little bit of support you can help us gain, we really appreciate it. And all the support you give us, we already can't thank you enough for. We're up over the 1,300 subscriber mark here. in March, which is awesome. We're just under a month away from our 3-year anniversary, which is cool. Which is crazy to think about. We've been doing this for 3 years now. We've been doing it for about a year and a half, but it's crazy, Weaver. It's crazy how long we've been doing this now.
The time's been flying, and it's been up those past 3 years. I think it's only going to be up from here as well.
I hope so. Matt saying, go Gonzaga in chat. I'm not going to get into my D-Gen gambling life, but sorry, Matt.
One day we'll get that podcast up and going, and we can get into that.
Hey, I'm just waiting for us to find a producer for it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get one. I had one, and then he just told me no. It's not someone you know.
Think you could trust somebody.
You think you could trust your brother. Herman Reese there in the 73. Oh, did I say that?
Wow.
That's okay. He ain't watching.
Well, you don't know. He might watch it back someday.
I hope so, but I don't think he does. I really don't. See Herman Reese there in the 73. Up and over the hill underneath the bridge. This final corner. Gonna destroy the guardrail there, but keeps that Cadillac going. Now he's gonna spin. Sire in the 27. Kilojoule's back for another race this year in the 029.
KJ running his limited schedule.
Gonna going for a second win on the year. Got a couple Cadillacs out here tonight. I think those Cadillacs might have a little bit of advantage going left and right since they obviously have all that road racing pedigree.
It could be. They've been putting a lot of money into that program. And could be just a couple drivers here been walking around that ride of Herman Reese, all the luxury that he's racing in, and had to go pick them up one.
AJ gonna go around trying to get around the 27. Nick Earl in chat, what's up? We're doing well. Hope you're doing the same. Car's gonna get lined up here on the front straightaway as we await the command to get engines fired here from Lime Rock Park. You ready to go racing?
I'm born ready, Joe.
Jerry Cook on pole in the 08. That Dodge Charger there, left of your screen. We await the command to get engines fired here from Lime Rock.
Drivers, start your engines!
Alright, so the command has been given. Cars rolling off here. We got about a lap to get things set. It's going to be Jerry Cook and Ricky J on row number 1. BSR Miller and BSR Monty Keller on row number 2. Cody Luke. BSR Terry Scott on row number 3. Row 4 going to be the 925. Wiley King. The 011 is Steve Grant. And rounding out your top 10 tonight, going to be the 022 of Jason San Diego. And the 199 of BSR M. Coulon. Only will need one pit stop here tonight. Have to think drivers might come down more if they're given those opportunities with cautions. We can go about 27 laps on a tank of Sunoco Racing fuel. Greg, I wish I could sing the national anthem, but people yell at me when I sing on here. Isn't that right, Weaver?
People is me.
Yep. Sparky's Fireworks. On the hood of the 08, got Tyler Mellon on top of the box.
If you want to get some deals on fireworks, I wouldn't mind that.
So we make the slow parade around Lime Rock, getting ready for this race to start. Right around our final corner up ahead at the end of this hill. Couple Dodge Chargers leading the way here in Connecticut. Oh, we got a pile up in the wrecking.
Oh,
Oh no. Well, looks like we're going green.
they got it back together quick there, Joe.
They figured it out.
Yeah, just a little slip up. We're good.
All right. Jerry Cook with control in the 08. Flagman with green in hand. And we're underway. Green flag is out from Lime Rock Park. Cook with an excellent start, gets clear over the 193 Ricky J. Now Miller to the inside of that Ford here through the first set of corners. Ricky J, though, going to be back on the inside through turn 2.
Back to the inside goes Ricky J, and he makes the pass through the S's here, going down the back straightaway. He's now in solid control of second place.
Ricky J, though, going to have to hunt back down Cook in this 08. Jerry Cook out to a good start here. Got a little loose on corner exit there. See all these cars cresting over the hill. Magoo out in the dirt a little bit there in the 144. I got run into there on the opening on the pace lap. Herman Reese looking to the inside. Got by Randy Waugh. Now Kilojoule's trying to get to the outside of the 73 here. As Reese going to look to get to the inside of the 66 through this first set of corners. S's.
Ooh, heavy on the brakes there through the first part of the S's. This is a tight little gaggle here, all led by...
we got one
contact!
around. Randy Waugh around into Harry Kodian. Kodian backing up into traffic.
Oh.
That is not advised. Our first caution of the night will be out here on lap number 2. See a replay of it here. 13 able to get to the inside. I think 21, yeah, he just drops looks like he drops the left rear wheel out into the dirt. Really upsets that car. You lose a lot of grip on that side when you get into the grass.
Yeah, Joe, you're trying to get back on the throttle heavy there coming out of that corner, and when you got a tire in the grass, it isn't going to want to stay planted on that ground too well.
Unfortunate for the 13 and the 21 here early. But that's all it is. It's just an early incident, so still plenty of time to recover.
Yeah, thankfully not a whole lot of hard hits there for either driver, so damage should be minimum. Come down, get 4 fresh tires, and fight to see another day.
See Chevy Chase out there. What's up, Chevy? He had Subway for dinner. Nick saying he's making a Southwest chicken wrap and rice in his truck.
What's your go-to Subway order, Joe?
I'm thinking if you couldn't tell.
I thought I smelled a little smoke going. I figured.
Listen, this brain's been working overtime this week. Greg says Italian BMT. I don't know. You know, you can't beat a good turkey and provolone sandwich. Maybe get some of that Asiago bread. You toast it a little bit. Throw some bacon on there. You know.
Okay. I'm a little more along the line of Greg saying a good Italian BMT, the herbs and cheese bread.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Definitely with the provolone cheese.
Oh, I don't know what it is. Provolone cheese just tastes so good on sandwiches.
Yeah, that's my go-to for a sandwich. Definitely gotta be the provolone.
When I was a kid, it was Munster.
Ooh.
But now, I don't know. It's provolone.
Just got that right amount of twain.
Yeah. And it's usually a good, like, you know, like, I don't have all the money to be buying the deli. You know, like, straight from the deli at the grocery store, so, you know.
Hey, now, if you do the math, though, sometimes the deli could be a little cheaper.
Okay.
Especially with the meats. I implore you to give it a look.
Okay. All right. I get my, like, turkey from the deli counter. But, like, the cheeses, I usually skip over to the dairy section of the supermarket.
Yeah, cheese not so much, but definitely the meats.
Definitely
usually the deli counter, a little cheaper than those the prepackaged ones.
I am glad all I had to eat today was a bowl of Cheerios and a couple mozzarella sticks. And now we're having a big sandwich talk, and I'm not going out to get food tonight after we're done here. Catering options not too great up here in Connecticut. I noticed we didn't have as big of a spread here with broadcasts.
Yeah, I mean, a standalone event, you know, we usually got a couple that were going there that just went off. They didn't want to feed us.
Nah.
It's all right, though.
Dodge Charger pace car is in. Jerry Cook with control here. Ricky J. Miller, Cody Luke, and Monty Keller, your top 5. Cars pitting. They are lined up behind the 54. Green flag, we're backing away. Orderly restart here. See Coulon gets the inside of Terry Scott. Terry going to lose a couple of positions here through the first set of corners. Into the S's.
And Terry Scott finds a spot to slot into there behind Lovell in front of BSR Magoo.
Comes towards the front. Ricky J a little bit closer than he was on the initial start to this race to the back of the 08.
A real interesting corner there, last corner. You're coming downhill, you can carry a lot of speed. It's a pretty fast corner, and see these drivers kind of let it hang out there. Jerry Cook starting to lengthen his legs on the field here.
Sometimes you just want to stretch your legs a little bit, right?
Hey, you know, just stretch out, let some energy go, just relax. That's what you got to do if you're leading one of these races. Relax. We have a caution.
Oh, I think it's KJ going around. So he's just getting on the binders here, going into the corner. Car just steps out on him.
Yeah, going up that hill corner there. Did he get a little off into the dirt there?
Well, let's look up. Let's look from overhead here.
Maybe not.
I mean, it looks like he did with the way the car broke loose, right? But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Maybe that left front caught that paint line there, you know. That might could do it. An uncharacteristic spin there from the 029 KJ going around. Little rear end damage there, backhanded into the wall.
So working our second caution of the night. Here on lap 7 now. Colby in chat says, what did Colby say? Subway order used to include the sweet onion sauce, but they combined it with teriyaki, and now it's too gross. Also says he's fasting for Ramadan. Chevy saying he's got a club with jalapenos, black olives, and tomatoes.
That's one food that my taste buds grew up on through the year was the tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm a texture. Textures are the big thing for me, and I can't get behind the tomato texture.
Yeah, I can, that's still a issue to me, but I being usually having tomatoes with other foods in the same bite kind of helps mask it a little bit, just adds that little flavor.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, what I really like is the cherry tomatoes on a salad. Those are...
Big salad guy?
I love a good salad. Doesn't really do much for you, but it's a good, something to eat.
See split strategies here on pit lane. Miller going to be the first one out. Monty Keller. Herman Reese and Coulong, I think, going to be able to get out before the 66. He will. The split strategies on pit lane early.
Yeah, quite a few choosing to come in that time. I believe if you pit now, you should be good to go to the end on fuel, but
yes,
heard some rumblings in the garage that tires might be a little bit bigger of an issue than the fuel.
Working with some awkward camera angles tonight, folks, so apologies for that.
Well, I think, before we showed up here, I think they meant to call the tree guys out, come clear them out for us, but they were busy.
Don't forget to answer that phone, Weaver.
Yeah, busy guy, always getting messages.
Always getting them messages, always getting them Snapchats, huh? That one came through like, I don't know, like I was in the room with you. Oh, but we're up in the broadcast booth, that's why.
It kind of shook the booth here. It's a little older track, the booth's a little, it's good. I'm not trying to diss on the equipment they got here in Connecticut, but it's, it's a little older building. Kind of shakes when the phone vibrates.
That's insane. From Eastern Europe, lived in NYC and Iowa, always order tuna with every possible vegetable on it. And jalapeno chips. Get ready to go back. Green flag race to come to lap 9 of 35. Ray Cook with control once again here for the restart. Back away we go. Green flag once again here from Lime Rock. That 08 really up caution.
Trouble in turn 1. It's going to be the 029 KJ again around.
What the heck, KJ? He was in the dirt. He's in the dirt trying to pass people, Weaver. What the heck? Look at this. Here's a replay. In the dirt.
Trying to make the track wider than it is, and That's what can happen. You're trying to get back all those spots that you just lost, passing a slower car.
There he is. Whoop.
Good avoidance there by Lovell and Bob Sire to get through there without plowing in.
All right, for the third caution tonight, what game do you want to play?
Ooh, man. You got Uno?
I don't.
Give me some options here.
Welcome in, Allie. I don't know.
I don't know that game.
I'm thinking of a game, okay? I could be rude and just say, oh, let's play the quiet game. What's your favorite firework? You like a sprinkler
favorite-
guy, sparkler guy, big firework, small firework, medium firework?
You know, I like a good firecracker.
Okay.
Something that goes boom. Mortars are nice, you know, big sky display.
Nick says mortar. Chevy says fireworks that move your pants. Interesting. All right. What's your favorite seafood?
Ooh, now that's a little tough question. I mean, I like some crabs, shrimp, pretty good. I like some good fish.
Let me tell you.
Big fan of some redfish and some snook.
What?
Redfish, snook. Ooh,
Never heard of it.
that's just some good fish, man.
Is it saltwater fish?
Yeah,
There's a lot of fish that we eat are saltwater, aren't they? That was kind of a dumb question.
yeah. I'd say more often than not there'd be salt water. And Joe, you gotta understand, there's no end to the type of fish we got down here. Is, you know, whatever we want, we can get.
Yeah, you got swordfish, big fish, blue fish, red fish. Got them all. Assassin says shark on a grill. Greg says Captain
Shark
D's.
is pretty good. Good fish there. It's kind of a little tougher fish, kind of different. Not tough in a bad way, but a little different consistency from your regular fish. It's like a steak. Tell you what else is pretty good. If you ever have a chance to try, get you some gator tail.
Gator tail. I had when we went down there last. I think it was last time we were down there. One of the times we were down there. Went to a place and got like gator like nuggets or whatever. So those were surprisingly good. Because they don't taste just like chicken, but they have like the same consistency. But they taste like I don't know if I can't describe it because I haven't had them in so long, but it's definitely a different taste. PETA is gonna love us, aren't they?
Listen, I mean, we gotta eat to survive out here. That's just how it is. I'm gonna eat me some animals. That's how it goes.
Gonna eat you some animals.
Hey, sorry, not sorry, but I'm higher on the food chain.
right. Well, we get ready to go back. Green flag racing here. Jerry Cook with control once again. Field staggered here down the front straightaway. And back away we go. Green flag once again here from Lime Rock. Steve Grant trying to get to the inside teammate Jason San Diego. Silver Bullet trying to get to the inside of the 13 to Kodian.
Single file there through 1 and 2 after having a little battle coming down to turn 1 after the restart there. Everybody's slotting into position. Oh, Rick Craddock loose. He's going to be slow. Everybody's got to get around him here carefully.
Oh, side contact with the 73 at Herman Race puts the 22 in the dirt.
They got him jumbled up behind here.
Greg Lovell going to make a big move to the inside of Randy Watt for position.
Could have went 3 wide there through the inside. Thought better of it.
49 off into the grass a little bit there. There goes Lovell to the inside, gets on by the 21. See KJ able to get by the 49 and the 144. Back up front.
Top 2 have put a big gap on the rest of the field. Ricky J in second. Jerry Cook still leading. And you got a big gap back to third place, the 8 of Cody Luke.
Seems like every week we're talking about Cody Luke now. That's got to be a good sign for the driver of the number 8. Run up here in the 3rd spot right now. Martyr back in 5th. We're under caution once again. Big wreck here down the front stretch. Hey, Herman Race just had to swerve to avoid running into the back of the 4, and then the 199 and 22, they're not as lucky.
Hard lick there for the 73 of Herman Reese.
Off the back of the 4. And let's go on board. Let's go on board with the 199. He gets a hellacious run here on Rick Craddock. And yeah, Ford is coming back up, still trying to collect the car. Oy vey, Weaver.
Couple tough hits there, like you said, a big wreck there on the front straightaway. Crossing line for lap 14.
He's out our 3rd caution of the night. Nick says they must have heard us talking about food and had to pull over. Fair enough. An assassin saying we were talking about food too much, had to go get something from from the kitchen.
You gotta have a little snack when you're watching something on YouTube, right?
Ah, I always do. Unless I'm trying to go to bed.
Even then, it's like a double-edged sword. I start watching something on YouTube, help me fall asleep, and then I get hungry. The cycle continues. Leader 08, Jerry Cook, making the turn down pit road here. Most of our front runners going to follow him in, take their service here. Good, almost halfway through. Not a bad idea, I don't think. Come down and get your fresh tires. Pack it full of that race fuel.
I'm surprised to see some of these guys, though, that pit under one of these previous cautions come down, because it's not like you've put a lot of wear and tear on the tires.
Andrew Miller, BSR Miller, the only one staying out here. Was running well early, running third before his pit stop on the second yellow, I believe.
Mac Daddy in the house in chat. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Top handful of cars coming off pit road, same as they came in. Looks like Jason San Diego lost a couple spots on pit road.
All right. Are you ready?
I've been ready, Joe.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
No, I said, are you ready? Keith, KJ's in the back because he's been involved in multiple incidents here tonight. Right? He's gone around a couple times.
Yeah, two incidents so far, I believe, for that 029. I think
This is our fourth caution, isn't it? Did I already lose count?
I think so.
Man. Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
think that bush ice might have started flowing a little too soon for the 029 tonight.
Here we go. Green flag. Miller with control. Back to the line. Lap 17 of 35. Jerry Cook, big dive to the bottom here into turn 1. Takes the lead with authority on the restart.
We had a new leader, but it didn't last for long. Jerry Cook in that 08 back out in front of everyone. Miller slots into second. Ricky J in third.
BJ Way out in the dirt throws some in the face of the 8 car, Cody Luke.
Miller had a good run there off that final corner. He takes a peek to the inside, but gets outbroke into turn 1 by Jerry Cook. Good
Cook.
defense by the 08.
Cook doing an excellent job here. Road course ringer, for lack of a better term. In this 08 car here in Bomb Squad. They are just sliding these cars around right now. This is what you pay to see when you go to a road course, right?
And one of these guys out there hucking those cars.
The fans at home get this for free. Miller, big dive to the inside, not able to get there once again. Comes Ricky J with some momentum behind this 86. Trying to find a way around him. Miller up the racetrack, allows the 193 to get to his inside on that last corner, but gonna be a big crossover attempt here from Ricky J. excellent positioning. He'll take over second.
Just as he does that, the yellow comes out.
Like Magoo way out in the
Goes
grass.
around turn 1.
Oh, contact with the 27, it looks like. 27 just drives in there. Cleans out that 144. That's an appropriate way to say that, right? I don't think it was it wasn't intentional.
No,
like, we're not
yeah,
saying it's
no,
intentional, but...
Was I just a little late on the brakes there for the 27? Bob Sire gets in the back of the 144. BSR and Magoo sends them both on a little excursion out there in the woods.
Well, I'm board with Silver Bullet, who's behind this. Oh, we're another caution here. Gives us a good opportunity to remind you folks at home, we got some more great racing action coming up here on JTN later this weekend. March 25th, it's the USRL Cup Series from the Daytona International Speedway. Coverage kicking off Saturday night, 10:40 p.m. Eastern Time, live on JTN. Then the High Voltage Racing League Maverick Cup Series makes their second stop on their tour out in LA, the Auto Club Speedway. Coverage kicking off next Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 125 laps of racing there. And then next Thursday night, 1 week from this night, it's the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series from the Richmond Raceway. Coverage kicking off at 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Those are your upcoming races here on JTN, presented by our friends with SchemeHaven.com, your source for motorsports paint jobs. Pictures. Much better entertainment than whatever junk is on TV. Thank you, Greg. We strive for that. We are better than the TV. Think about all the money that the TV people put into this type of stuff, and think about all the money we put into it. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We're just better.
It ain't too hard, but I mean, it's still something.
See, Chase Elliott's going to be part of the booth this weekend too, remotely.
I didn't see it was remote, but I did see that he was gonna do that.
Yeah, supposedly it's going to be remote, so I'm curious to see how they integrate him in, if he's just going to be like in his pajamas at home or something. I would assume not, but should be interesting. I think it was something they probably should have tried to do last weekend. But yeah, I digress. Rather than watching fake Jimmy Fallon laugh. Nick says he's rooting for Jordan Taylor. I think a lot of us are, right? Like, that'd be cool to see Jordan. Yeah, doesn't have to win the race, but get a top 10.
Yeah, I definitely want to see a good run there from old JT.
I think Rodney
Surprised
Sandstorm's gonna make an appearance.
I think if he gets a good enough finish, he will.
Okay. Obviously, Kimi Räikkönen also in the race. Jensen Button in the race too.
Big names.
That Jimmy Johnson guy is making his second Cup Series start. I think he ran IndyCar last year, right?
Yeah, coming over from there, I don't know how good he is on the road courses, though, but we'll see.
Oh. Well. wheel.
Pace car making that hard right turn, giving control of the field back to Jerry Cook here. Gonna be coming up on 10 to go here soon.
This race flying by.
Flying by, especially, had a fair bit of cautions, but still doing good.
Green
Back
flag.
underway.
Weaver, you gotta put some energy into it. Energy, energy, energy. Ooh, Miller a little loose there off of the first corner. Weaver up here is not looking happy. He looks like Grumpy Cat.
Oh. I'm ecstatic, Joe. Just tuned in watching this great racing here. Saw that Cody Luke there was trying to make a move on Miller, and I think that's what ended up getting him a little loosey-goosey there.
I'm glad you started saying that.
Loosey-goosey?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. Oh my goodness! Monty Keller out in the grass. Everyone is on the edge of control.
Good recovery there from Monty. Getting it back going. No, 29 KJ's back up to 13th now. This is about where he was running when he first lost the car and went around and had to go to the back, so see what kind of spots he can make up from here.
Now right on the bumper of Herman Reese as Craddock. Big issue there off that corner. Again, we talked about these guys, just no grip in these rear tires tonight. They're sliding.
Yeah, especially on that corner right there. You get quick right-hander straight into an uphill that crest, and you can easily lose that car on the crest.
Got a question for all the fans and folks out there. While we're watching some great road course racing as KJ makes up a couple more spots here. Out around Herman Reese, now around the 22. Go back up front. Jerry Cook, Ricky J, and Andrew Miller, your top three. Wonder if there's any college hockey fans out there. What I'm wondering. Let us know if you're a college hockey fan out there. You a college hockey fan, Weaver?
I wouldn't say I mean, I enjoy hockey. If I see a college game on, I have nothing against it, but I don't think I watch it enough to be able to call myself a fan.
Well, folks, the college hockey tournament, the NCAA tournament's going on this weekend. First two rounds, and then next weekend will be Frozen Four. Definitely worth a watch already. There have already been some major upsets. My team luckily plays tomorrow, so we're okay right now. I'm okay.
13, Harry Cody and making a pass on Cody Luke there for fourth. He's got a pretty big gap. He wants to go get himself on the podium.
Yeah, it's going to be a tall task, right? I think this 86 is the 86 is obviously on older tires than everyone else. Not by like a lot, but older tires nonetheless. Cody in this Kevin Harvick throwback paint scheme with the 13. He might be able to get him. Harry's really good on these road courses. Really underrated in my opinion. Always does a fantastic job, and you can already see how much distance he's putting on the 8-car Cody Luke. And Cody's been up there all night long, right? We talked about it. Cody's qualified top 5, currently runs.
Oh, big wreck 925, hard into the pit road attenuator. That wasn't good. Wiley King in that car is toast, Joe.
Oh my goodness. From high above. Did the survival cells survive?
I don't know. He went pretty deep on that wall of tires there. We're gonna have to get word on that when we get the little send Bristol down there to the garage area to take a look. Paused all that, got a little too much of the curve there on the inside of that final corner and looped it around.
Go on board with the 925 down the hill. When he's fighting it all the way through entry of that corner, then like you said, he gets that curve. Oh. I think it was still running after that hit, though. Believe it or not.
Yeah, had a little life in it. I'm surprised that wasn't just completely kaboom.
I don't think you could hit that any more perfect, for lack of a better description.
Well, I was back there watching that 029 navigate way through traffic. It just made a pass on Monty Keller, got him up into the, I believe that'd be 8th position there. And the back corner of my eye, I saw that 925 go. I knew it wasn't looking good as soon as he went around and started heading towards that wall. Now, although we were just talking about it, that 13, though, was clicking off some pretty fast laps. He's now got the liberty of closing that gap up. He's going to be tight on the 86 here. Looks like quite a few people choosing to come down and get fresh tires.
I am a little surprised by this, honestly. I mean, I know tires mean something, but I mean, I want track position, Weaver.
Well, if you were thinking that, someone else was. Only one other person, though. 20 Jason San Diego chooses to stay out here. He's going to be leading the field.
I don't like that. I don't like that either. Oh, 2 tire calls here. Ricky J with 2. Cody Luke with 2. Greg Lovell with 2. Jerry Cook going to be 4th off of pit lane. Everyone else taking 4. See, so that's the happy medium. I like the 2 tire call there from the 193, from the 8, and the 088. Greg, especially, has been mired back in traffic throughout this race. He was 10th coming down pit lane. Darren in the chat saying he that we already know it, that he loves those 2 tire calls.
A little interesting. Everybody there that took 2 tires looks like they decided to take 2 rights. I would assume that Les would wear a little bit more here, but I could be wrong.
Maybe it was a force of habit.
It could be. I feel like all the big corners are all, put more stress on the left side than the right.
Well, that weight shifts.
I also don't have the liberty of looking at, they have data in these cars. They've seen what the tires were last pit stop, and they know how they're wearing.
They know what their setup's doing to their good years. It's going to be restarting with 6 laps to go here from Lime Rock. It's Jason San Diego out in front. Ricky J there in second. Cody Luke. Greg Lovell, then Miller, your top 5.
I believe Miller going to be the first on 4 tires, 3 ahead of him on 2, and Jason San Diego on none. So
Yeah, what happened with the '08? Must have got a penalty on pit lane. It's going to set him back a few positions, not too many. Oh, how the cookie crumbles and the house of cards falls. We get ready to come back to the restart. 6 laps to go from Lime Rock. And away we go. Green flag once again here. Ricky J, big move to the inside, gets there. Inside us, Jason San Diego takes the lead for the first time tonight in that Voiles Trucking Ford. The 022 or the 22, 022 rather, gonna have to hold off this 8. I struggled there, Weaver.
you went back and forth and back.
I had it right the first time. But Luke a little bit loose there off the corner.
It's a little loose, but holds on to third there. Ricky J pulling out to a good lead here. Jason San Diego still in second.
Gary Cook making a pass there on the 13 of Kodian. Time is limited for that 08. Probably going to need a caution at this point to catch up to the 193 of Ricky J because he is gone. Miller got around level there.
Got around him there. 08, Jerry Cook ducking low here on KJ.
Oh! Miller with a send, and I don't know how that worked, Weaver.
At 022, he's feeling it. Oh, he goes around, contact from level. He's stopped in the middle. He brings it back out, and that's going to bring a yellow out.
Not what you wanted to see. As Cody Luke just got put into the barriers by the 08. Racing back here. Jerry Cook going to be restarting here in second. Ricky J will have the lead. If we get back green, I think we're going to get back green with 1 to go. Saw Cody big time blocking KJ there.
Oh, no.
Oh, Cody. Oh, I think a couple guys forgot to they forgot they had to brake.
Oh, no.
That's what happens when we talk the praises of a guy, right? Makes a big mistake.
Too often.
All right, get a look. Here's what happens to bring out the caution. It's pandemonium down here into turn 1, ain't it?
Absolutely. You talked about it. There was a big send there on the 022 Jason San Diego, and really a lot of that was just him trying to regain after that, kind of figure out where he should be. Contact with the 088 of Greg Lovell sends him around, and good job everybody getting around to stop the car there in the middle of the track.
Further up, here's some of that contact. Cody Luke in the 08 of Jerry Cook. Where's this Cody Aluza? Able to hold on to the 3rd spot at least. Miller loses a spot there to the 13. And watching the replay come back to the line because this positioning for this last lap, or what will most likely be a 1-lap shootout here, is going to be oh so important. No, not announcer's curse. JTN jinx. That's what we call it.
Yeah, we're past the announcer's curse.
So Cody got
too often.
Cody got his spot back.
Team as well, up back into the, I believe that 6th position. 86 Miller coming down pit road here.
I'll add an I to his last name, and the cookie did crumble. Oy vey. Gonna have a shot here. I think we're gonna be going back green with 2 to go. These lights go off here on the pace car. Nivik says, your hoodies are nice, Joe. Thank you. Appreciate you. Which one did you get? I'm curious. I'm curious, Weaver. I'm curious.
Lights are off. We'll be going green next time by. We're going to get us a green, white checker.
Weaver is not curious. He is locked in on this race.
I'm curious. I mean, you said you're curious. I figured that was enough for both of us. I'd love to know what hoodie you got, and I would love to know what merch anybody has from JTN.
Send us a picture at JoeTowNetwork on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram.
I'm wearing my JTN shirt right now.
I gotta get us polos, is what I gotta get.
Ooh, that would look good. Get a little name embroidered on there.
Oh, we could do it like the service station. You have any idea what I'm talking about? Yeah. Oh, the one with the Xfinity car. Oh, nice.
You do fancy like the mechanics type polos with patches.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, folks. Appreciate the support out there. We've seen a great race. Looks like we're going to get a wild finish. 2 laps to go when we get to the line. Jerry Cook has dominated this thing, but now has to restart behind Ricky J in the 193. A win is on the line. 2 laps to go from Lime Rock Park here in Connecticut. Green flag, we're back underway here from Lime Rock.
Big bump from Jerry Cook to the 193 of Ricky J, and down they go into turn 1.
That's it. If you're Ricky, that's what you want. You want to keep this 08 to your outside. You want to keep him behind you at all costs, even if you got to take a bump or two. Cook there all over the back bumper. Ricky J going to take the defensive line into this left-hander. That 08, though, on the 4 tires, able to hang even. He'll have the positioning here through the next set of corners.
But he doesn't get the drive off. That goes to Ricky J. Gets a good run here. It's all going to come down to how they get up this hill, Joe.
Side by side, right-hander up the hill. The 193 up the banking. And Jerry Cook retakes the lead with authority with just a lap and a half to go here.
A little further back at 029 KJ. He's looking for his way onto the podium. He's got 1 car ahead of him, keeping him out. He's going to look to the inside here as we go down to turn 1.
KJ, big send to the inside. Going to complete the pass there on Cody Luke. Cody going to have to cut back down in front of Harry Kodian in the 13. Greg Lovell all over the back bumper of that 13 for 4th. It's a log jam for the final spots in the top 5. As Jerry Cook is running away with it. And the caution's out. Racing back to the line, we'll get you an update on the incident here on the final lap. Cody Luke up onto that banking. But up front, it's the 08 of Jerry Cook. He's your pole sitter, almost through the race away, through the final set of corners. Jerry Cook's going to win it in dominating fashion from Lime Rock. Ricky J finishes 2nd. Oh, Greg Lovell takes out the 8. Jerry Cook, your winner here tonight. What a dominant performance, Weaver.
Absolutely, Joe. It was going to be hard to hold off that 08 for 2 laps there. Ricky J gave it all he could. Battled him hard there with 2 to go. Just could not hold him off.
Replay of what happened to bring out that final caution on the last lap. Randy Waugh just hits in the back of the 22 of Craddock. Rick Craddock, fortunately, not going to get the finish he deserves. Jerry Cook with an impressive victory here tonight from Lime Rock. Burns it down. We don't have a lot of great cameras, but you see him there. All right, we'll move on to our post-race coverage. Get results on your screens here in mere moments, folks. Again, can't thank you enough for tuning in here to JTN tonight. If this is where you have to leave us, always encourage you, though, to stick around. And as we get words from our podium finishers here tonight, before we do so, though, I'd like to get a word with our partner, AutoSim 2. Have you ever wanted to manage your own racing team? Or what if you could go back in time to see if a particular season could have finished differently? Well, folks, have no fear because AutoSim 2 is here. With fully customizable roster files, you can create your own world or try to recreate the past. Heck, you could even try to predict the future through AutoSim 2's Sim Mode. Don't like the passive approach? Well, then get more hands-on in owner mode, where you decide who drives your cars and what companies will sponsor them. Down on your luck? Well, then scout some new talent that will get you to the top. Already super successful? Try moving up the ladder or expanding to truly solidify your racing empire. However you want to play, AutoSim 2 has you covered and is now available for purchase through the Steam store for $9.99. Now go make your mark and build your legacy in AutoSim 2. And back here on JTN, again, AutoSim 2, now available on Steam for $9.99. Go check it out. Again, AutoSim 2, now available on Steam for $9.99. Results incoming here, but before we get those on your screens, let's go ahead and start by bringing in our third place finisher. He's the driver of the 029 Cadillac here tonight. BSR Kilojoules, KJ, you got a copy.
Yeah, Jeff, I got you. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay. How are those spin cycles tonight?
I'm still a little dizzy,
Okay.
but we're coming around.
Well, I wanted to give you a big props for the rebound because it is not easy to pass here. It's a tight track. Everyone's on the edge of control here this evening. How were you able to navigate up through the field and get this podium finish tonight?
Well, I had plenty of practice, Joe, because I didn't qualify good, and I was in the back the whole race. When you get towards the end of the race, it's kind of like calamity everywhere. I just made some right choices and some lucky guesses, and just stuff kind of went my way. It was kind of a tale of two races. The first part of the race, I couldn't get my own way. And the second part of the race, stuff just kind of fell into my lap. So it was a good recovery.
A great recovery here tonight. Road course racing, I know obviously it's part-time schedule for you and this team this year. What went into the decision behind racing here tonight?
I like the track. Lime Rocks, it's a really, really fast road course. You can blink the laps over. I was just out of practice. I didn't get enough practice in for the road courses. It's a lot more than just like an oval track hopping in and doing it. You got to get repetition and rhythm and timing and all that stuff down. I was just we'll call it rust. That way I don't blame myself. But yeah, not a stellar performance, but this is a fun track. I'm sure you've seen that battle for the lead there at the end. I've seen it. They were side by side everywhere. That was the main thing. This road course is one of the funnest road courses on here to race.
Well, fun road course to race on, a fun road course to watch a race, KJ. Again, congratulations on the third place finish here tonight. Before we let you go, though, want to give you the opportunity. Got a lot of great partners, family, friends. Buddy, you've been up here plenty of times. You know what to do.
Yeah, hopefully this time, Joe, you didn't have me on mute because last year you did. I remember that. I don't know if you do or not.
I do, and I appreciate you bringing it up.
Okay, I got to call the broadcast out when I can because, we do a lot of stupid stuff, and I call some cautions tonight, so I got to take some of the heat off me. But thanks, Joe Weaver, night in the booth, JTN. I'll go back like always, watch the race. I actually watched last year's race earlier to get kind of a refresher on the track and everything. So never say you can't learn nothing or you can't, take something from a video. So appreciate all the videos and all the live broadcasts, all the races y'all cover for us here at Bomb Squad. Thanks to Magoo and all the admins here at Bomb Squad for putting the series together and league it together each and every week for us to race. Brian and Kathy Voles of Voles Trucking for sponsoring Thursday like always. Congrats to Jerry on the win. The car was a lot better than driving tonight. I wish I'd have had a chance to race with them, but it looked like they had fun up there. Good run for Ricky. He took 2, I think. He held on up there. So good race tonight. A couple hiccups on my part. We'll learn from that. We'll move on to the next one.
Okay, Jay, as always, it's a pleasure talking with you after one of these. Congratulations on the strong finish here tonight. Hope to see you out on the track more often than not. And again, can't thank you enough for your time here.
All right, thank you, fellas.
BSR Kilojoules, driver of the 029, your third place finisher here tonight. Let's go ahead and next bring in our second place finisher. He's the driver of the number 193 Voiles Trucking Ford. He starts second, he finishes second. BSR Ricky J. Ricky, you got a copy?
I do. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. People don't ask me that enough. Obviously, a swing at the strategy there. 2 tires on that last pit stop to try to get out in front of the field. Was it gonna work without the caution, do you think? Or
You know, it's really hard to say. Jerry was really good. He had a really good car the whole race. So I guess we'll never know for sure.
what a politically correct answer there, Ricky. But obviously, a battle there late. Jerry's in the part-time camp. You're in the full-time camp. A lot of respect there, though, shown. I think you guys raced each other hard, but gave each other a decent enough amount of room. How fun are those battles, especially knowing that you got, maybe you have a little more on the line than he does?
It's a lot of fun, but like you said, running for the championship and the points, you got to remind yourself, like, yeah, this is fun, this is great, but don't take too big of a risk, because I learned here last year that was not worth it. So, we gave it a good, a good showing. Very happy with what we ended up with. Jerry's a really good road course racer, so honestly, just to have, even a brief battle with a road course racer like Jerry on any given road course is a good enough day for me. So I'm happy with that, and glad we ended up with a good finish.
Well, Ricky, a fantastic run for you in this 193 team here tonight. Congratulations on the runner-up finish. I know it's also a very strong points day because you get a little buffer back to the nearest full-time driver with Cody Luke, I think 2 spots behind you back there in 4th. Before we let you go, though, I want to give the opportunity. A lot of great partners, as always, with this 193 crew. A lot of folks out there cheering on the 193 and the Ford badge. The floor is yours, buddy. You know what to do.
So I say thank you to you guys for doing the broadcast week in, week out. We really appreciate it. It's great to go back and watch these battles. I'm sure this will be another one. So I say thank you to Voiles Trucking and Brian and Kathy Voiles for sponsoring my car. Appreciate everything that they do, and everybody here at Bomb Squad Racing for coming out and racing. Hope it was a good race that everybody enjoyed. Hope everybody out there watching enjoyed. And we will move on to next week.
Well, Ricky, as always, it's a pleasure talking with you. I know we're going to be talking with you more throughout the year, so look forward to that. Congratulations on the second place run here tonight, and good luck next week with Richmond.
Thanks, Joe.
It's our Ricky J, your second place finisher here tonight from Lime Rock. Let's go ahead and finally bring in our race winner, driver of the 08 Dodge, gets the Ram's head back into victory lane. Jerry Cook. Jerry, you got a copy?
Hello.
How did you do that last run? Because you were, 8th, 9th, 10th? And I know caution came out and it might have helped, but how are you able to slice through those cars so well?
If there's anything that it came down to, I've got to say, is definitely luck on that last run. Because first things first, when I got the speeding penalty on the last stop, I thought I was going to be at the very back of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing I know, the game just told me to restart 10th, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And I was confused for a good bit, but I wasn't complaining. I was going to just take whatever I can get. And at that point, I knew there's still a chance I can get back up there. And I think it was 5 to go, I think it was. There was a bit of a scrabble down to turn 1 with, I think it was Miller. And that just let me get through a bunch of the cars. And at that point, it was just set eyes on getting second in case of a caution. And I've got to say, I feel bad for Cody. I'm sorry about doing that in the little straight on the other side of the track, but I put my tires in the sand. I was trying to get away from him.
When you have a dominant performance like tonight, you lead 27-35. It really didn't look like anyone was going to be able to touch you here. What's the level of satisfaction like behind the wheel and climbing out of the car in victory lane?
It is probably it is definitely up there for some of my favorite wins by far. This is probably up there in top 3 easily because that setup was perfect that I got. Thank you, Tyler Mallon, for that. And track it felt great to me. It just felt great to drive, and just being able to climb back through the field that late, it just was the icing on top of the cake, if anything.
Well, that Hemi horsepower comes through, Jerry. Congratulations on the win here tonight. I want to give you the opportunity before we let you go, though. Got a lot of great partners on the car. Saw the fireworks on the car before, and a lot of great folks out there helping you along the way. Before we let you go, want to give you the opportunity for shout-outs and whatnot. So the floor is yours, buddy.
All right. I would like to give a shout-out. Definitely. Tyler Mountain, first thing first, for the setup. Helping me all week get this thing tuned in. This is probably one of the best setups I've ever driven. And shout-out to Sparky's Fireworks. They're right down the road from me. And I'd like to thank y'all also for the streams, because these are fun to watch back after these races. Win or lose, it's always fun to watch back. And also the admins, especially Magoo, for bringing this lead to life, I gotta say.
Well, Jerry, again, it's a pleasure to talk with you. Congratulations on the win here tonight. Hope we get to talk with you more throughout the season. Whenever this 08 car shows up. Congratulations again on the win, and cannot thank you enough for your time here.
Yep, thank you.
Jerry Cook, driver of the 08, your race winner here tonight. Well, Weaver, that's going to wrap up our coverage from Lime Rock. A nice little race here tonight up in Connecticut.
Yeah, a little nice trip up here in New England. I think we had a great time, had a good race out there. Went by pretty fast. Should be a fun one to watch back for everybody at home and all the drivers too as well. So I think it was a good excursion. We had a good time, Joe.
We had a fantastic time, and if you want to have more good times with us here on JTN, make sure you hit the like button and you're subscribed with notifications turned on so you don't miss a second of the action here on JTN, the JoeTow Network. Remember, you can also follow us on our social media at JoeTow Network, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Those are great ways to keep up to date with everything we have going on here at JTN. As always, with all of our Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series events, we want to send a very special thank you out to Brian and Kathy Voiles Trucking, for their continued support of not only the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series, but us here on JTN, and putting all of these events on for you the fans at home, as well as all these drivers. Again, a big thank you to Voiles Trucking and Brian and Kathy Voiles. Next time we're live is going to be Saturday night, 10:40 p.m. Eastern Time, late night under the lights from the Daytona International Speedway USORL Cup Series, their second trip to the track. There's some rumblings about some things changing in the offseason for the USORL. Could be their last Daytona NR 2003 race. Might be a special one to watch. You might want to make sure you're tuned in Saturday night under the lights. We'll be live again next Thursday night for Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series action from Richmond. So join Weaver and myself on the call. And, well, folks, that's about all we got for you, for all of us here at JTN. For Bristol, our producer, for Joseph Weaver, I've been Joe Towanski. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh! Turn 4 into the tri-oval, Whitehill and through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
Off the ride and a wreckage behind him. You have cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down. It doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won a Daytona in the 3 car.
Behind, they're going to be side by side again. Contact there between Sinner and Bordeaux for third.
Contact! Oakley into the wall. That's going to be Jack Healy coming to the line.
Jack Healy